in terms of our interventions, we've stepped up our game. There's aggressive interventions that we've already started in place. Some of the initiatives are the permanent reduction of water supply to prepaid and deemed consumption areas. That's already in place. We do that typically by, throttling and closing of certain high demand areas within that area. There's also scheduled water restrictions, which we've started to implement as at 8 November 2024, which we've communicated quite extensively in terms of reducing the demand. In terms of our repairs and maintenance, we have a strategy that we've implemented to improve our turnaround times from 48 hours to 24 hours. Now, when you note that 48 hours, that's currently in terms of our service standard. But in the main, we operate slightly below that. It's not always that we go, within 48 hours or above that. There are certain cases, but in order to get to 24 hours to reduce our losses specifically and our turnaround times to improve, we are now in process of speeding up procurement contracts for repairs to pipelines, critical materials that we want to stock up in stores in addition to what we currently have. And then obviously there's a labor component. These are manned jobs, so we are looking at reallocating extra budget for overtime and so forth. And then there's supplementary services. We have steel pipelines in our system. Not all repairs are plastic pipes or HDP pipes or AC pipes for that matter. We're procuring additional welding services because in CBD specifically and parts of Old Rudaport, there's steel pipelines that are compromised. They require welding and fabrication. In addition to that, we are procuring additional 10 TLBs. TLBs are essentially what we use to excavate to get to a pipe. Those are the yellow machine that one sees along the roadsides. So we're improving the capacity of our machinery to support our teams as well in terms of our turnaround. And then what we call is improving our first line response teams. We have certain functions within our networks depots where we're aiming, and we currently are in that process. We started a while back where we want to isolate bursts to save water, at least within the first hour or so. If we can isolate most or every burst within the hour, we curb that water lost through the burst.